Everyone's been talking about it. I've seen people playing it. Let's watch the video. Let's see what they're talking about.
So yeah, this is ranked play. When you and another player enter a lobby, a pool of maps will be created based on your skill levels.
Okay.
Every match begins in the discard phase. Select the maps you don't want to play, then click this button to remove them from your hand. You'll
This is a new,
draw new
by the
cards to
way,
replace them.
new remix of the Osu theme. Anyone?
In the pick phase, the lower rated player will choose the first map. Some extra information about it will appear, and then you click circles. The goal of every round is to damage your opponent as much as possible. This damage number is the difference between both players' scores, and it's applied to the player who loses. The match then enters round 2, where another player picks, a map is played.
It's a good way of explaining it.
Dealt.
It's a very good way of explaining it.
This damage multiplier does too, until eventually one player's health is reduced to 0. And that's ranked play. Now for Pepe's
GeoGuessr coded?
Yeah,
it's a good system.
A lot of the fun that
It looks
comes
like
from
an
a
enjoyable
like this
system.
is, I guess, closing comments like, have fun. Maybe you've stopped playing us because PP just got old to you. Go try a ranked play and just give it a shot. Part of the enjoyment for me has been being introduced to new songs, new styles of music, and new styles of mapping, to be honest, because I've personally been avoiding playing a lot of recent beat maps. It feels like a competent system, and I think there's something to say about BTMC.
It does look really enjoyable. Okay. I really, really like the look of the ranked system.
A lot of the design.
Okay, I had to come to you as soon as I saw this vid. It looks really fun. Hello, Etienne. Welcome back. It looks really fun, but the scoring system is ass. Yeah, fun. Why is it not just not a beat best of 7? I legit think it's a good thing that tournaments are a completely separate system to the ranked play system. I think it's funny. I think it opens up the idea that you could save a speed map if you are like, if you are a ball knower, you know your opponent can't play speed, you save a speed map until it's like 4 times damage, you have defended the entire time, you rip the speed map, you get 1,000,000 points, they get 100,000 points, and you just insta-kill them. Like, how amazing, how many clips are going to be generated by this, man? I think it's going to be peak. I legit think it's going to be peak. The concept of a ranked system is provide a consistent outlet for more competitive players. Yeah, and that is tournaments. That's the thing, right? If you look at the top player scene specifically, the tournament players don't play the leaderboard system. They refuse to play the leaderboard system because they prefer to play tournaments. They're going to refuse to play this as well. They're not going to take this seriously. This is going to be just a bit of fun. And that's a good thing. It's self-contained. It doesn't intrude on tournaments as they stand. It's completely separate from them. I wouldn't want it to be a tournament style match. I think that would make it get old really quickly. Seems gimmicky for the sole purpose of being gimmicky. I legit think it is just going to be a bit of fun. I am not going to take it seriously. I think tournaments will be and will always be the part of the game where you go to play the game. Like, that's where you go to compete. Seeing that at top ranks it's the same handful of maps, yeah, at some point you're just going to outgrow the system. But again, like, it's not defined for us. The system is defined for the wider community to have a good time with. It's not defined for top players. We have tournaments. If you look at the Trackmania community, right? Well, let's have a quick look. Trackmania ranked. Trackmania documentation. The ranked 2v2 game mode. When you queue up for ranked 2v2 match, like something, the whole like bronze, silver, gold, master, whatever. Ranked? Yeah. I don't recognize a single one of these guys. I think I recognize Heave. That's it. That's the only person in this I recognize. It's a system to play if you want to play the system, I think. And it's a bit of fun. Here's a clip of Xylus getting one shot. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What? What? Freaking Thanos!
That's so good. I guess I just don't see the charm in it. I think the charm in it is that it's not tournaments. Legit, if this was a best of 7, I would be so unexcited. Like, I would be so uninterested. If this was a best of 7 or a best of 9, I would not be playing it. I would not be interested in it. Most players play a ranked system for the sole purpose of climbing. I think you still can. Kind of like Tetrio. Like, sometimes you will get a 7-2 against a player that you are completely even with just because of how the variance shakes out. I knew what to expect, though, going in, okay? That's the thing. I knew what to expect. I knew that this wasn't going to be a serious attempt at a competitive tournament thing. So I was ready for this not to be a competitive system. This was meant to be like a lot more for the charm and for the fun of it. Like just for a little bit of a laugh every so often. You can grind it, you can get really good at it, but I also don't think you need to, because kind of like the Trackmania competitive game mode, right? You've got all of these ranked 2v2 matches. You have the top 10 players in the world somewhere. There they are. The top 10 players in the world. Making this de-ranked format is what confuses me more than anything, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If it was meant to be the be-all and end-all of ranking people with ELO, then it wouldn't be the way it is, I don't think. It's something for a bit of fun. I think, do you know what my headcanon is? Like, my genuine headcanon, this was made to replace multis. This was made because multiplayer has been going completely downhill, and not in a way of like, it's getting bad. It's just nobody's playing multis anymore. Nobody is interacting with each other, and everything is getting a little more impersonal day by day by day. So, my headcanon, this is a replacement for multiplayer matches. This is a good way of matching you with someone around about your skill level. You have a bit of a laugh, you have a good time, and then you, like, go your separate ways again. Or you don't. You, after talking in the ranked game, you carry on talking, you multi each other, you enjoy yourselves, like, you play Osu. Like, it's cool. I think it's cool. I don't think it was ever meant to be the ranked system to fairly rank players. I think, just like this Trackmania ranking, you don't see Mudda here, you don't see Pac here, you don't see Carl Jr. here, you don't see, who else? Epos, you don't see Grenadi, you don't see the top players. Do you see what I mean? Like, you don't see the people who are the top players in Trackmania because they're off playing tournaments. Like Overdrive, like the Red Bull Faster maps, like Esports World Cup, they're off grinding them and playing them. Is Bren still playing? He was top 6 at DreamHack, I think. But that's what they do. That's the top players in Trackmania go off and play tournaments. These guys play the ranked system, and they get good in the ranked system, and you know their names. Just two different ways of engaging with the game, I think. Status shows 489 lobbies up. Oh my god, that's cool as hell. Don't think tournaments should be the end-all, be-all metric for Osu skill. If we had a system where you could counteract tournament variance with more consistent head-to-heads being a ranked system like what Osu's trying here. Tournaments should be the be-all. That's my thought. I think because of the nature of Osu being a combo-based consistency game, there is good reason for tournaments to exist. And I think they are a better way of facilitating head-to-head competition. Too much variance because of the infrequency. The more variance you can mitigate, the more you can represent your overall skill. Yeah, but guy who needs to remind everyone, shut the fuck up, Jack. Just a reminder, bro. Nuot 24 isn't badged. You really did not need to put 8 locals into every map on that pool, okay? Chill on me. I was on mouse only. I don't think there needs to be a ranking system for the top players. I think the need to compare players is just a misguided holdover from rank. Forgot to put music on, my bad. TFT ranked is way more competitive among lower ranked players because they love climbing. Yeah, well, the same can be said here, but the other thing is, the lower ranked players shouldn't be drawn to a ranked system because this is a mechanical game, not something where you have to throw yourself at the wall and let the knowledge stick. Like TFT, you have to go away, learn the comps, learn when to roll, learn when to level, learn when to, do all of these things, learn what items are good on what champs, and what champs are good in which comps, and which comps what the abilities do, and there's so much knowledge in TFT, right? In League, in Dota, in every other game. But Osu, and other games like it, thrive on solo training, mechanical training. And the best way of doing that is the PP system. And I will stand by that. I will live and die by that thought. I don't think you can compare a knowledge-based game with a theory and mechanical-based game. You can't compare Counter-Strike with Trackmania. There's so much more knowledge that goes into those kind of team-based ranking games, and there is the variance of your own teammates, right? Whereas in a game like this, you have to be the best version of yourself that you present to whatever head-to-head is happening, and the best way by doing that is by having the time to develop yourself in between events, I'm gonna say, in between matches. And if you're constantly bashing out the ranked system, you're not gonna be improving. You're just gonna be holding where you are because you're not gonna be experiencing new stimulus and developing your skill set. Do you see what I mean? I think there are positives and negatives to every system, but I think the system that has been developed for the ranked system, this is a good ranked system, and this is a good replacement for multiplayers. I don't think this is going to be a replacement for tournaments, which is a good thing, which is a great thing, because tournaments, A, are a good spectacle, and B, are a good structured, repeating event that brings players together to compete. Stable missing out again. It's been feature locked since 2015, First Anthony. Like, Stable will always be missing out and has been missing out for the past 10 years. There's nothing new under the sun. That's like saying, oh man, I wish I could, like, just touch up the paint on this ship in a bottle that has been in my attic for 80 years. Just think it'd be cool to have a ranked system akin to tournament play that all players can participate in, because lower players are just stuck with the PP system. You could still play as you can play at any rank. You can play this system literally at any rank. It looks beginner friendly, right? The information is really intuitive through the systems that they're giving you. The map selection is not handled by you and instead is handled by the system itself. So there is another lower barrier for entry. And it's repeatable. You can queue it at any point. And there is no impact to your performance rating, like performance points, if you win or lose. And you meet new people. The whole point of a system like this is to bring the people together. Because Osu is a solo game, right? And Osu Ranked is one of the few ways that you can get together now. Can't shake the scoring system, I'm sorry. I think it's not that deep. I legitimately think it's not that deep. I think if you are looking for a way to engage in competition, you want actual structured tournament gameplay. Because I think otherwise, you are pushing for a system that would end up becoming toxic being implemented into the client. Like, Osu's all about whimsy, right? Even back in the day, like combo fire, combo bursts, like hit lighting. Like, even Eterna has whimsy with the toasties, right? I like the HP system. I think it's funny. I think it adds that little bit of whimsy that the system needs. I think approaching it from the perspective of this hyper-competitive ranked system is the wrong way of approaching it, because I don't think that's its intention, even though that's what it may look like to an outsider. That's my thoughts.